Welcome everyone to IPFone's product overview. My name is Abraham Siu, and today I'll be going over the My PBX portal. From our website, IPFone.com, you can go to Login, and you can then click on My PBX. You can also click on the address bar and type mypbx.ipfone.com to get here as well. I'm going to go ahead and log in as my demo user. I'm going to check the box that I am not a robot. Log in. So from here you can see my account information and my user dashboard. So I can see my full name, my direct number, my extension, my location, my line status, and do not disturb if it's enabled or disabled. Currently it's disabled, but I can enable this by clicking on it, turning it on, and hitting save. You will now see that it is enabled and with the red text. On the right hand side here we can see my week's summary of my calls. So blue will show you how many calls you've placed, yellow will show you how many calls you received today, and then you have gray for missed calls. On the bottom you'll have shortcuts of the most commonly used features, but these features can also be found on the left hand column, and we're going to go over to history, calls, and here in history I can see more details of those calls in that summary. You can see outgoing, incoming, missed calls, and you can also change the date range that you want to see. We can then go to call settings. We'll be able to make changes to our incoming call settings, outgoing calls, and call forwardings. So in call forwardings, we have many ways of forwarding your calls. We have call forwarding always, where it instantly forward your calls to whatever number or extension you enter in this column. And it's as simple as toggling it on or off. Then we have call forwarding busy, which it would only forward your calls if you're already on a call and busy, or no answer, where you can actually forward it based on a certain number of rings. So if you don't answer in 10 rings or 6 rings, it'll then forward it to whichever number you put in the box here. Call forwarding not reachable. This is a feature that you can assign ahead of time to a cell phone number or somebody that might cover you. And in the event that none of your devices are online and not reachable, it'll instantly trigger this forward. We also have the options to call forwarding selective, which it'll forward calls based on a unique schedule that you are able to create. So you can have multiple schedules and forward your calls based on those schedules. We have then messaging. Messaging here will cover how to forward your voicemails to email. So copy messages to an email, will send it to your email as an attachment with the caller ID information, timestamp, and the WAV format. So you can listen it on your desktop or mobile device. You then have the option to forward it to email. So this would forward all your voicemail to email and will not leave a copy in the system. So the first one would leave a copy in the system, but also send you a copy to your email. All right, I can also change my personalized greetings from a drop-down menu here. So we already have one pre-recorded done over the phone. But if you have multiple recordings, you can have them. One that can be out of office, one that could be on vacation, and then you can select them here from the drop-down menu. You have the number of rings before greeting. You can change the number of times you want it to ring before it goes to your voicemail. Let's cover the next. We have advanced. If you want to make changes to some of the advanced features, you'll see them here. So this is part of our premium user seat. Then we have profile. Here we can see our account settings. So from here, it'll give you a little bit more information about your user, the current MAC address or device you're using, and you can see a little green dot that lets you know that that device is currently online. I can also activate UC1, which is a desktop application that we can use for unified communications. I can then click activate. I would go ahead and hit activate here. And this will enable my user to be able to download a UC1 application on my desktop for Windows, Mac, mobile devices, and including tablets. So as you can see that now it's activated, I can click here on details. You'll be able to see the QR codes for the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store. You have the activation code. You can then download the Windows client or the Mac client. And you could also visit our Learning Center if you want more information on UC1. I can also make changes to my site options here. This will allow me to change the fonts and the colorings of the actual site, just in case you want to have it more vivid or easier to read. So there I went ahead and saved that. I can make changes here to my login password. So this would be for this portal that we're using now. Or I can make changes to my voicemail. So here I can enter my voicemail, change it, and now I can dial into my voicemail with that new password. So that concludes our overview for IPFone My PBX. Thanks for watching.